Welcome in. Good seeing you.
No, but I need to know. I need to go.
For here, and then he will also like a croissant,
Look up all those things.
and then yeah. Okay, hello, good morning everybody. It's morning for me. Or good evening, good night, etc. I'm just pretty mellow. Today is a Sunday, and first of all, let me just say I got some music in my ear. These headphones are actually the ones that I purchased from Japan, and personally I think that they're better than the ones I purchased here. They're more low budget, and they're still really good. I lost the other one, unfortunately, which is really sad. I look really pasty and dry right now because I just washed my face and I'm about to put on some serums. And while I'm doing that, I figured I'd talk to you guys just to recap about a couple of things that happened this past week. So overall, nothing too crazy happened towards the beginning of the week, but just to interrupt myself real quick too, most of the stuff I'm using I have in my other video, and I'll just link it if you're interested. But this weekend was actually very eventful for my family and I. It's the holidays, as you've been seeing, and we've just been we're very chill. We don't do anything too crazy. We like to decorate, and we like for things to look nice, and we of course like to have fun and enjoy the holiday season, but we pretty much kind of go with the flow. It's pretty interesting because naturally we like to get up and start our day off with something not a little too engaging, but that will help wake up our minds. So speaking of yesterday, we actually got up to go see the lights. Excuse the siren. We got up to go see the lights downtown, which you'll have seen in the video I posted if you guys are interested in seeing, you know, how downtown Chicago looks like in the holiday season. I have that video up so you guys, you know, can get a glimpse at what we saw. But yeah, so I have basically been not doing the best with this Vlogmas and I've been trying to figure out what kind of content that I can record so that there is something to see, there's something to talk about, to discuss. And this past weekend has been pretty much planning for that, a lot of production work for that. Part of the reason why we woke up early yesterday to get a nice look at the early morning kind of visuals for downtown. Nobody's down there. Even if you want to do it with by yourself or with a family member, your partner, whoever, I would recommend waking up in, like, I guess your downtown area or something like that, and checking out the lights and just walking around, you know, just to get the body going. That being said, our day was long. One of the reasons why I did not post a video yesterday is because we didn't get back home till very late, but we had a fantastic time. It was so fun. So it kind of set up a couple of things that I've been thinking about for these next set of videos. This one, for instance, is going to be obviously more chill because I used, I think, the majority of my weekend energy yesterday. But I, again, had a great time. Today, I am actually trying to build a flow for content with these vlogs and things. I've been researching a lot of other people's content and how to be a vlogger, but also be a professional. Feel more professionally inclined when it comes to making vlogs and things like that. So I don't feel like I'm in this constant loop of, like, let me just use all my scrap videos and make something cool. Basically generating an intention behind the videos that I create, because I think it's also just me being an artist that I can't just make something. I have to have some sort of essence of it in order to be able to bring it to life. It has to feel like it's living and alive, and to not make me discouraged for the next video, for instance, that I will post. So I've been building a structure or kind of routine for my videos, having a basically a better visual of how I'm gonna approach creating things on YouTube. I think some of the things that I need to begin to accept is that I am a creator and I'm not just a person posting videos on YouTube. I'm actually creating an environment that is specific to, yes, my identity, but at the same time, my work, my process. And in order to document all of that, it has to have structure. It has to be able to be tangible and digestible to people. And I think that goes into a lot of graphic design work that that's something I've noticed. And I think it also goes into a lot of media that we take in. And I think one thing that's interesting is that we've begun to take general media consumption negatively, but also formatting media so that it is digestible, understandable, and is relatable, accessible to other people. We've been thinking about that in a more negative light, and I think it's because it's affiliated with the bottomless scroll, social media addiction, things like that. And we often go far left if we've gone too far right out of fear, vice versa, things like that. And I think I was so rooted in the ideology that I don't want to make content so that it's like easily digestible, and people, it's like every other kind of content, because it's digestible now, because it's so, you got these titles and these descriptions, and it's so like YouTube creator, cinema, so refined, so perfect. And initially I was trying to move away from that idea because I didn't want to feel kitschy. I didn't want to feel like I was selling somebody something. And I think there's a difference between setting a price point and setting a general expectation for your videos and helping people understand who you are and communicating your work and your practices to people so that they can understand. And I really had to establish the fact that this is for the sake of me personally as a creator, and this is also for people that are interested in navigating the creative lifestyle and wanting to move outside of areas where they feel like they have to subjugate themselves and they have to close themselves off to other creative avenues because it doesn't supplement them in some kind of way, whether it be money, social status, or any of that other stuff, which is, for me, I think ridiculous. But recalling my very punk kind of tactics when I was younger and in high school and college, I guess, there's just a creator at the end of the day looking at a screen and trying to figure out how to communicate a story. And everybody does that differently. And it doesn't have to be oversaturated or undersaturated to appeal to every audience. I feel like the people who are going to understand are going to understand, and the people that don't understand aren't necessarily the people that you are gravitating towards in the first place. I think at the end of the day, we could nitpick and discern what means what, but it won't matter in the end, because you can feel the general intention. You can feel somebody's state of mind and what they want to do and what they want to communicate. As long as it's original, authentic, and genuinely in their statement from the heart, then it's just like let the piece be the piece, you know. So that being said, I have created a nice structure of reference for my videos going forward. I really do think that it's gonna work out. I was just gonna say I hope it works out, and I feel like it really will work out. And I think that is a step forward, absolutely. But it's really amazing, because most other times I've felt like crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. But I think it really says something that, like, no matter the kind of feedback you get and no matter the general opinion of what you produce by others, it works. In your mind, you know, it just works. And so, that's the biggest thing for me. Not what people think and not what people want from me, but how I am going to be consistent and how sustainable what I'm making is going to be. Because if I create a video and don't imagine myself retaining that kind of process and structure of production, then I know that I'm going to have to recreate that structure and that thought process in a different video if it doesn't click. So that's really what I've been worrying about, and that's part of what this Vlogmas is about. It's more than just like the holidays, I feel like, in a sense, for me. I think that this is a grand project based on me reconfiguring, understanding, researching how all of this is going to come together, despite it, you know, some irregularities, despite some inconsistencies. It really is just a challenge for me, especially at the end of the year, to do research on myself outside of doing research on other people, for sure, and keeping it pushing, keeping it going at the end of the day. So again, good morning, good whatever it is for you. I know that was pretty heavy for the beginning of the video, but I did want to communicate that part. On a lighter note, I just finished my skincare. Y'all are gonna see some pores, y'all are gonna see some blemishes or whatever. This camera has a pretty good quality, so, you know, I don't got a filter on or nothing. It is what it is. I also take notes. I always take notes when it comes down to doing things in general, because sometimes I forget. That's the thing about being so creatively inclined. Things come really fast in your brain, and they go because other things come in, and you have to write it down. So what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make some breakfast because I want to take some vitamins. I've noticed that taking vitamins, multivitamins, but I think also just vitamin D3 has, like, my goodness, I feel like it does what coffee is supposed to do for me, which I think makes sense because I don't know how well coffee works with my biological chemistry. But anyway, let's go get some food, man. Okay, just got some breakfast. I, in the morning, like to eat a ton of protein. So like I showed you, I have my toast. I have a little bit of carb, toast, avocado, and then I have some feta cheese on that, and then I have an egg, some cottage cheese, which is actually my favorite thing. I forgot to put honey on it. Hold on. Hold on, dude. Hold on. Okay, that's so much better. I almost forgot honey. The whole world when it ended. But like I was saying, cottage cheese with some blueberries on top, and then the toast egg on it. Then I got some tomatoes on the side, and then I got some turkey bacon. So pretty good. My cat. My heavy protein heavy, at least for me. Breakfast. Won't really be hungry for lunch. I usually really don't eat too much around lunchtime. I usually just have something to hold me until dinner, because we have pretty sometimes heavy dinners. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a multivitamin. This is Nature Made for her multivitamin. And then I'm gonna take one of my mom's vitamin D3 things. My cat is being such a butt right now. You're crazy. A Nature Made D3 vitamin, 2000 IU. Here's a little thingy. Almost dropped it. It's so small. Yeah, if you can't see it. I don't know. Some water. And then we chew these. I'm actually think I'm gonna switch to, when I finish these, I'm gonna switch to back to for her the 1 a day vitamin, because these don't have iron and I need iron. I might as well say hi to the people because they're gonna think I'm crazy. Come here, crazy. What are you doing? Look, I'll show you. He's crazy. What are you doing? I'm trying to have a nice relaxing breakfast. Oh, he's such a weirdo. Beast. Why are you being creepy so early? I'm not playing. He wants to play, that's why. I'm not playing right now. He likes to climb up there. You say hello? Bruh. Hello. Little stinker. You're gonna chill up there? Cool. Hey, so I finished up with my breakfast and I was just gonna go ahead, do a little artwork. I've been needing to finish this one art piece that I yet to finish yet, really. I was also gonna say that, like, if you guys are interested in seeing the full process, you can check out my other channel that I started working on. Is where I'm gonna post most of my art process work, and you get to see a little bit more of like what kind of artwork I do and creative stuff. And yeah, I'm just gonna go draw a little bit, watch some Tony. I might be wrong, but I'm thinking like Tony Statofci if he's Italian. And that's Tony's channel, and that's Tony. You guys probably have seen him. Okay guys, if you guys hear any other sounds, it's the radiator. So sorry, it came on. I'm not sorry though, cause man, is it gonna get colder, okay? I'm not a big fan of the snow. I'm not gonna lie to you. But here is a little snippet of my drawing. If you guys want to see the full process, as I said earlier, go ahead and check out my second channel. I'm trying out a different kind of style. Why do they decide to act a fool outside when I'm trying to showcase something? I really like how it looks. It's just enough detail for me, not too much, because I think I get overwhelmed by the amount of detail that I go into with certain artwork, mostly doing like realism and stuff. I honestly just want to be able to hurry up and like draw out a vibe. Yeah, I'm going with this like cartoony kind of feel, a little grungy, I guess you'd say. I was referencing these pieces of artwork. I found these illustrations on Pinterest, and I'm not sure who the artist is. If you know, please comment down below. Some Pinterest pins don't come with like a name or like certain tags. Maybe they're on there and I didn't spot them yet, but I'm gonna keep looking. But that's my inspiration over there, and then this is kind of my iteration of that in conjunction with the actual reference photo or image, which I'll show you right now. So this is the full reference image that I've been working with. I think that there are a lot of cool features that I was trying to incorporate in my art piece. I think what I go for now is like the significant contrasts when it comes to reference images, so then I can play a lot with like light and shadow and allow light and shadow to do most of the work, instead of having to constantly contemplate how I'm going to create like an interesting and dynamic illustration. So for instance, her skin tone and her hair and the jacket she's wearing, along with her jewelry, it's like a very, it contrasts really nicely with her complexion. And so that was really one of my reasons for choosing this image specifically. I think one thing that I have trouble with is like creating like a background kind of situation for the illustrations, which I think I'm just gonna start to like sketch out some of the elements that are incorporated around like the figure, and kind of leave that as a complement to the finished centerpiece, which is her. So I won't necessarily complete a lot of the detailing and things that you see in the background, but I'll sketch it out and then go over it with some color and kind of like, you know, create a like washed out sort of situation for the background area. But yeah, this is what I've been working on for maybe the past hour and a half. Guys, I'm so tired. I took a nap. Brother, let me tell you something really quick. Okay, let me tell you something. Yesterday put me out, bruh. Like, I'm not used to feeling this way after a crazy little day like that. I used to be able to hang, bruh. But I'm gonna go and get some food. And then her videos have really been inspiring to me. Emma Chamberlain's video, she just posted like an hour ago. Literally platinum hair reveal. She looks amazing with her eyebrows and everything. The title is amazing. Eat, Sleep, Fashion. Are you kidding? Bruh. Quality content, just so chill. I feel like now that I'm older, I like am not so like, I'm pretty straightforward with content. I do want things to be visually appealing and nice, but like in this fashion.
I guess it's a sleepy Sunday. Today?
Oh my gosh, wait, that is literally crazy. Today's Sunday and I'm sleepy and I'm sleeping. She eats. She knows me, guys.
Watch my camera and not feel socially awkward because no one's looking at me. Okay, there actually is somebody looking at me.
If I don't come out, I mean, what? If I don't come back because I'm like eating or fell asleep or something. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Very realistic day in my life as a creative person. There are other things that I want to show you guys that I didn't get to really show you today because all my energy was depleted. But it was a nice little hangout session and it gave me something to do, something very relaxing, subtle, not too extensive for my energy, and I think that was really something I needed today. I'll see you guys later if I don't see you after this segment. And have a nice rest of your day. Relax, take it slow if you need to, or party if you feel like partying. I don't. Toodaloo.